where you guys wouldn't be screaming for him to get benched? I thought he'd be better than what the Giants trotted out last year. He happened to be great in week 2. If you get 70% of that for the next 5, 6, 7 weeks, you can ease Dart along without the pressure of either the head coach trying to save his job or the fans just screaming like lunatics.
Yeah, to me, I was always looking at the bye week, and that's like week 14. So I was pushing this way down the road. They had a plan in place. Russell Wilson was the plan. I never thought it was going to be a successful plan as far as getting to the postseason, but let him go quarterback, be a competent team, win some games, lose some games, whatever, play NFL football for the majority of the year while having Dart watch and learn and develop and then transition to him. And I don't think it's about Russell Wilson's poor week 1 performance. I just think it was about Dart's preseason really took this thing to another level where Dart was so good and exciting in the preseason. Then people wanted to see more of him. Baldinger comes on with us after week 1 and was saying, I do it now. Why wait?
Yeah.
And I was like, holy crap. And actually, even before week 1, he was talking about maybe against New Orleans week 5. And I was like, whoa, that
was
soon?
early. Well, don't you think, I know it sped up my timeline in my own mind when they elevated him to QB2.
Yes, that's another thing. You're exactly right.
That's where even if we were predisposed to say, all right, this is going to be we would think the Giants will take the prudent route here and not wedge him in. We're sitting here saying you got Russ, you got Jameis, you got him as the third quarterback. Once it was quarterback 2, I'm like, all right, so they're obviously comfortable enough. If the starter goes down, he's thrust in there. So to me, that kind of sped things up almost unnecessarily, but that was there. Nobody forced him to do that.
Excellent point. I was shocked at that as well. WFAN NFL football is powered by Verizon. Get to your local Verizon store today. Nick Kostos will come up on the other side, get you set for week 3 in the NFL. The city's biggest indoor pickleball event coming back October 10th and 11th, and it will sell out. Sign up for the fun or for the cash prizes. Go to 1010wins.com/pickleball for all the info. The pickleball tournament is presented by Nissan. At Nissan, we make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com.
All right, who's hot in football? Brought to you by Petro Home Services. Amon-Ra St. Brown is red hot as he hauled in 9 passes for $115, 3 touchdowns in a win over Chicago. You want to save on heating costs? Well, go with Petro. Switch now and get $125 free heating oil with reliable delivery in any weather and live 24/7 service. Count on your local HVAC pros at Petro to stay warm and save this winter. Go to Petro.com now to get $125 free heating oil or give him a buzz at 1-888-PETRO-02. That's 1-888-PETRO-02 today. Use propane. Ask about special offers. Propane not available in all areas.
It's Boomer and Gio. Mornings on the Fan, 101.9 FM.
For the Cowboys to give up that many points and that many yards to a Giants offense. I understand it's different. It's Russell Wilson, and he's got a history, and he's a Hall of Famer and all that stuff. But still, this Giants offense hasn't produced a damn thing for years, regardless who's been back there.
Listen to Boomer and Gio on demand on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Maggie Gray with an Odyssey Sports Minute, sponsored by Chumba Casino, your online casino for plays, spins, and a chance to score. Must be 21 and over. Terms at ChumbaCasino.com. The Eagles got away with a false start on their tush-push against the Chiefs, and the NFL noticed. A new league training video calls out the missed penalty and tells refs to tighten up enforcement. The push is still legal, but if officials start calling every detail by the book, Philly's go-to play might not be so automatic anymore. I'm Maggie Gray.
Chumba Casino brings non-stop fun straight to your screen. Anytime, anywhere. Explore hundreds of games like slots, blackjack, and instant scratch-style cards. Sign up to unlock your free welcome bonus and daily login bonuses. And enjoy your chance at exciting prizes without spending a thing. Just click, play, and enjoy the ride. Sponsored by VGW Group. No purchase necessary. See terms at ChumbaCasino.com. Must be over 21 and present in a state where it's legal to play.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Tune in to the BT and Sal Show weekdays from 10 to 2 on The Fan, presented by your tri-state Cadillac dealers. Cadillac is the official luxury vehicle of the New York Mets.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code CODE to get an extra 35 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code CODE for a 35 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code CODE for a 35 cents per gallon bonus.
Town Fair Tire is New England's largest volume discount tire dealer with over 100 locations. So we sell Michelin tires for the guaranteed lowest price. Like Michelin tires with all-season capabilities and maximum performance. Plus, Town Fair will give you more free services for life on your Michelin tires for longer tread life and reliable traction in both wet and dry conditions. For the guaranteed lowest price on Michelin tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody!
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Get ready for more BT and Sal on The Fan.
At Nielsen, fun is in the driver's seat.
Here are the fundamentals that have helped Nielsen Dodge make customers for life. There's always zero down payment available. We'll always give you up to $1,500 over book value for any trade. If you need credit help, we're here to make it happen. And of course, great deals on any new Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, or Ram.
Lease a new 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo X 4x4, just $299 a month. Or lease a new 2025 Jeep Wrangler 4-door Willys 4xE, just $399 a month. Or choose from hundreds of quality certified pre-owned vehicles.
Fun is in the driver's seat when you save money.
On Route 10 in East Hanover. Online at NielsenDodge.com. A proud member of the Nielsen Auto Group.
Fun is in the driver's seat.
Drive into fall event.
With approval term 24 months, due at sign Cherokee $38.94, Wrangler $43.94 at tax tag $498 dock and DMV.
Rutgers football is back in Piscataway throughout the rest of the fall. Don't miss a moment. This is Coach Shiano. Keep chopping and join the fun on the Rutgers Boardwalk. Free rides, games, entertainment, parades, and more, all before every home game. It's all free family fun at the Rutgers Boardwalk. Visit us online at scarletknights.com. Don't miss a moment. See Coach Shiano and the Rutgers football team all fall long at SHI Stadium.
You know what they say about judging a book by its cover? Everyone with an addiction has a story to tell. Don't know? Don't judge. Addiction is a treatable medical condition. What helps people seek treatment is support. What does not help is shame and stigma. We can all make a difference. Learn how at oasis.ny.gov. The New York State Office of Addiction Services and Supports. Every step of the way.
Did you know you can get more with New York Lottery Plus?
You pulling my leg?
No, seriously. Just enter scratch off and draw game tickets and get more points.
Pulling a fast one?
No. And you can put your points towards chances to win gift cards, cash prizes, and more.
Is this a stunt?
No, you even get points for playing new games.
You're pulling my chain, aren't you?
No.
Pulling my finger?
What? No. Man, put that thing away.
Sorry.
Introducing New York Lottery Plus. Download the app, sign up, get more. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Get the scuttlebutt on your favorite team, The Fan, on the Odyssey, iHeart, and TuneIn apps.
And right now, we can see him being Zoom. I love this. The Zoom setup here with Nick Kostos. He is the host of You Better, You Bet, and Odyssey Sports Betting Insider. Insider calls are presented by BetMGM. Make it legendary. Check the the latest lines on the BetMGM app. Catch You Better, You Bet weekdays 3 to 7 p.m. Eastern, and You Better, You Bet countdown to kickoff Sundays 11 to 1 p.m. Eastern, leading you up to kickoff on the BetMGM network on the Odyssey app. Sunday morning show as well, 8 to 9 a.m. right here on the Fan. What's up, Nick? I like the background. You see this, BT? We're finally seeing
good setup.
I see a little Ultimate Warrior Hasbro figure. You got your Giants. What is that? Danbury Mint offensive line Giants back there?
That's the 86 Giants linebackers. All of them signed it, except for I've never met Gary Reasons. He's the only one that hasn't signed it. But yeah, it's a good backdrop. And just to pull the curtain back on what's happening in my life at this moment right now, I haven't eaten lunch yet, and I'm pretty hungry. And I've just been sitting here thinking about how delicious a bone-in ribeye would be. And how excited I am to have one in a couple months on Brandon Tierney's dime after yet another Jets loss this past weekend, now sitting at 0-2.
Go ahead, BT. Get at it for that.
We get mushrooms as a side. What are we doing? Asparagus? What's the sides here?
Yeah. We got to go mac and cheese. Absolutely. Some kind of starch,
hey,
meat, a potato, and the green.
Hey, Nick, don't count it yet, buddy. Don't count it yet, buddy.
We're on Sesame Street, buddy. I'm counting, baby. Counting.
All right, so let's just start there then. What are we looking at here? Tyrod, where's the drop-off, at least from the bettor's perspective, or in your mind, the Jets' chances to win this game without Justin Fields when they go with Tyrod Taylor?
I think they have more of a chance to win with Tyrod. I said it to you guys when I came on before week 1. When everyone freaked out when Fields got hurt in training camp, I thought it was hysterical. Just oh my God, like he's Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen had it go last week for Justin Fields. Now Fields has a higher one-game ceiling and upside than Tyrod Taylor, certainly, but I think Tyrod is a way steadier option. And there was a betting move, guys, on this game, and it's been towards the Jets. But I don't know if that has anything to do with the Jets quarterback situation. I think this is entirely injury-driven as far as it concerns Tampa. The Bucs are going to be down 3 of their 5 starting offensive linemen in this game, including both their starting tackles. Emeka Egbuka, their star rookie receiver, is one of the favorites for Offensive Rookie of the Year. 3 touchdowns through the first 2 weeks. He is back at practice today. He missed Wednesday and Thursday. That came down in the last 20 minutes. So Egbuka does look like he's on track to play here. But this is a Bucs offensive front that the Jets should be able to have some success with and getting at Baker Mayfield. So I think that's why we've seen the move down from Bucs -7 to Bucs -6.5. At 7, I could certainly advocate a play for the Jets. The Jets, to me, feel like the team, and we saw it last week against Buffalo, that gets bet on hard by professionals and sharps, and sometimes the public wins. At this current price, I don't want anything to do with the Jets. I can certainly understand at 7 the interest in betting Gang Green. At the current number, I don't have a lot of interest.
Well, Nick, betting aside, I mean, let's face it here. The gifts that the Jets are getting here, it's it's when you play who you play, and the Jets are playing the Bucs at a good time here. Forget about the quarterback stuff, the Taylor, the Field stuff. I mean, Jets defense got to start showing up here. I mean,
absolutely.
The Jets defense needs to show me and everybody else, and that they hired the right DC, that Glenn's going to have some influence on this defense. Go out there and put up a few points. Don't let them score.
Yeah, and I think there were some interesting quotes from Quinnen Williams this week, who said that after Sunday's loss against Buffalo, all the defensive players to a man looked at each other and made a promise to each other that we're not going to let this happen again. And you love to hear that, right, before the game starts. Now they need to go out there and they actually need to do it, because BT, to your point, Glenn has been getting crushed by everybody after this performance. And it's not just that the defense has stunk, which it has. I hated the optics of the Xavier Gipson thing, release, and then the statement that he made, if you're gonna cost the team a victory, you're not gonna be on the team. Great, you have to cut the entire roster after what happened last week against Buffalo. So it's a little inconsistent there for me. And if the defense were good, you could forgive it, but the defense has not been good, and that's his calling card. Now, Buffalo's one of the best teams in the league. I think you can chalk up, maybe you're just walking into a buzzsaw on the Jets. Maybe we're over their skis in week 1 against the Pittsburgh Steelers. But it is a massive game on Sunday. Whether or not they win, and obviously Jets fans want them to win, you have to have a better showing. The defense has to compete. There's absolutely no question about it. I'm skeptical that happens. Again, just betting wise here. At a full +7, I'm interested in the Jets. Otherwise, probably pass the game.
Where are you at on the Bucs? Baldy said he thinks the Bucs are very, very good. I mean, yeah, they've won their first 2 games. It took a missed field goal to beat Atlanta. It took a miracle comeback to beat the Texans. I could see them and say that I think they're okay, but I don't know if they're unbeatable or really a top team. Where are you at with the Bucs?
I like your Falcons to win the NFC South.
I mean, that's telling. That says it right there.
Even though the Bucs did beat them in Atlanta in week 1. But, I mean, these Bucs injuries are pretty devastating here. Now, Wirfs is going to come back. Chris Godwin's going to come back. Jalen McMillan will be back at some point midseason, probably after the bye. So the reinforcements will be there. Like, also, just for like the Jet stuff, Todd Bowles has all of a sudden become a pretty good game manager, also managing the ends of these first 2 games of the season. It's kind of happening defensively with like smoke and mirrors a little bit here. I do think the Bucs can certainly be a playoff team. They've been a playoff team. They won the division 4 straight years. I think, Sal, that their ultimate upside continues to be capped like it's been the last few years. Like Baker Mayfield is a nice quarterback who can make some plays when it matters the most. I don't, at the end of the day, consider him to be on the tier of the elite quarterbacks in the league. Tampa, to me, tops out this year as like a 10-7 regular season team. Maybe gets into the playoffs, loses in the first round. I actually think the Atlanta Falcons have a higher ceiling than them in the NFC South.
Where do you put Baker? Tier 2?
So let's say tier 1 is your Mahomes, like Allen, Lamar Jackson. Like maybe would you put Burrow on that tier or no?
Yes.
Okay. So then the next tier would be Jaden Daniels,
Herbert,
like Justin Herbert. Like maybe you want to put like Jalen Hurts there. We could have a cut. So Baker's probably in tier 3, like the tier below tier 2. I think is fair.
What about your Giants Sunday night? You know, I can't believe that so many people are making this out to be a winnable game for the Giants. Where were you thinking Giants Chiefs?
Yeah, what's crazy? I thought this is actually going to be an exaggeration by me. Is it possible? It's not true. Is it possible the best player for the Giants on Sunday was Marcus Bowe, the fifth round tackle who comes in for James Hudson, who is just one of the worst series that an offensive lineman has ever had in the history. Forget about the NFL, in the history of football. Period. Like 4 penalties. Dable's pulling him out. You have to read lips to see Dable get the hell out of the game. Bo comes in and stabilizes the offensive line. And like Russ throws for 450 against the Cowboys. So I'm waiting right now to see, and I was actually searching on Twitter before I came on with you guys. I'd like to know, like, do we know if Andrew Thomas is going to play on Sunday?
We don't know yet.
Same song. It sounds like he's going to be a game time call. So if he plays, he's obviously going to be the starting left tackle. Is Bo going to get a spot on the line? I think he has to. Now, I don't know that that's going to be the case. So Dable probably will keep him on the bench. But if like Bo should play right tackle or kick inside to guard, and I think the line becomes way better if that's what happens, if Thomas plays and Bo also plays. And if that happens, the Chiefs are a 6.5-point road favorite right now. Now, I think the Chiefs are going to win the game. I don't think Kansas City's falling to 0-3. But Kansas City, and we saw this last year also, they struggle to win games by margin. They have not had the explosion this year in the pass game. Now, Xavier Worthy's likely to play. The rookie Jalen Royals is likely to play. I'm skeptical that Kansas City just rolls in and just blows anybody out at this point in time, which doesn't mean I think the Giants will win. I think the Chiefs will win. If I had to bet the game right now, I would begrudgingly back the Giants to cover, but we're operating with incomplete information right now. The one thing that I can guarantee as a Giants fan is that for all the grief Travis Kelce has taken, and he's been terrible the first 2 weeks of the season. Probably the main reason, honestly, why the Chiefs are 0-2. He will get off the schneid in a big way on Sunday night against the Giants and score a touchdown, because that's what happens.
For all the grief he's taken, meanwhile, you might be the first guy in line to rip him. You've been ripping Kelce to shreds for weeks.
Yeah, I mean, well,
that's funny.
He sucks.
I know. I'm just saying. There's irony here.
But does anyone like sense the irony of this? That he goes on like his podcast to say that he needs to be more focused on the game. Yeah. Does anyone see like that? Or are we also blinded in our love for Taylor Swift that like no one cares that in the first game of the year he injured his teammate because he ran the wrong route? He's not a rookie. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. Injured the best wide receiver on the team. And then last week bobbled a touchdown pass at the goal line. Maybe they win the game right into the hands of Andrew Makuba and the Eagles win. But other than that, he's great.
All right. So Nick, take us inside the prop world here. We know that Mahomes has a lot of, I think he leads the NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards, I believe, 123 or one. It's a very high number. Is that because there's just nothing there vertically?
Yes.
Okay, so then is that something you want to still ride, or is that something that's going to be taken away?
Well, I think it's a great question, BT. What I would say is if the Chiefs were operating in the same circumstances that they were the first 2 weeks, I think you can make the case that Mahomes' rushing prop should be higher than it's been the first couple weeks of the season. But with Worthy and Royals likely to play in this game, it just introduces a new element of uncertainty where Mahomes could go over his rushing yards prop. I would not feel as good about it because, like, again, if it's the same thing that it's been the first 2 weeks, you could go, okay, like no one can get open down the field, and they can't run the ball. This is their offense, is Mahomes scrambling, which is obviously is not going to sustain over the course of a 17-game regular season. Just, Worthy does add a vertical element to the offense, and maybe Jalen Royal stinks. It's possible he stinks. Maybe he doesn't even play, or maybe he's good. Like, we've never seen it. We don't know. I would stay away from it for that reason.
How about the fact that you could reference the betting market or just the league in general? A lot of backup quarterbacks. We're only in week 3, Nick. These starting quarterbacks dropping like flies.
Yeah, and I think, it does create, Sal, some betting opportunity, at least in one of the games, and I'll just be brief here. So Bengals-Vikings on Sunday in Minnesota. Jake Browning starts for Cincinnati, and Carson Wentz will start for Minnesota in place of the injured J.J. McCarthy. The total in this game's 42.5. I like the over. We've seen Kevin O'Connell, Vikings head coach, be a quarterback whisperer, elevate quarterbacks like Nick Mullins to great first name. Not a good quarterback. Multiple 400-yard passing games. Josh Dobbs off the street to win a game a couple years ago. Carson Wentz does have natural ability, and the Bengals defense stinks. And on the flip side, a couple of years ago on a Saturday, Jake Browning started against the Brian Flores defense, Bengals-Vikings, when Joe Burrow was hurt. Threw for over 300 yards. Bengals won 27-24 in overtime. I think both offenses can move the ball a little bit in this game. I'll play the over in that backup quarterback bowl with Cincy and Minnesota.
Nick, McDaniels has to be the first head coach who's going to get whacked, right? It's got to be.
I think the answer, I'm not 100% on that, but BT, I'll give you an early thought for next week because the Dolphins next week, their next game is next Monday night at home against the Jets.
Oh, yeah.
In the first of a Monday Night Football doubleheader. I'll say it right now. I think the Jets get their first win of the season next Monday night.
I think they get their second.
We'll see.
Hey, listen, man, I got to say that. I'm already down to you.
So, yeah, McDaniel is certainly the odds-on favorite here. If I don't know how itchy John Mara's finger is.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens on Sunday night.
You don't think they fire him in season, would you?
3 games
Well, I mean, they were the worst team in the league in year 3, and he stuck around. So I guess, why would they fire him now? Might as well keep him for another 3 years.
Yeah, but Nick, don't you think that this has to be tied into Dart on some level? There's like a wink and a nod. Hey, listen, draft the quarterback that you want. We'll give you a little time. How dysfunctional would that be?
Well, I would argue that nothing's more dysfunctional than letting a lame duck coach and general manager draft a quarterback in the first round, where if they stink, then the next regime has to deal with it. Also, for as good as Jackson Dart was in the preseason, did everyone love his NFL debut last week? Yeah, let's bring him in on a critical drive in a must-win game in week 2 and watch him fumble the ball and fall backwards and lose 5 yards when Russell Wilson's playing like a first-ballot Hall of Famer. Brilliant stuff, as always, from the crack Giants offensive coaching staff. I love it. And the defense also looks great, by the way. Great stuff from this vaunted pass rush that has people thinking that this is 2007 all over again. Yeah, Abdul Carter, Dexter Lawrence is invisible. Abdul Carter's on a milk carton. Yeah, but it's awesome. Yeah, they're great. Shane Bowen, awesome.
We need to get you. I did think it was odd timing to put in Jackson Dart there. We need to get you the Danbury Mint of this Giants defense. Like, you got your linebackers there. We'll get you the Kayvon Thibodeau, Brian Burns.
Those guys won champion. One of these guys, we can't even win a regular season game. We can't even win a regular season game.
Yeah, all right, go get some lunch. We appreciate your time as always. Looking forward to your show, for your Sunday show, Sunday morning show. It's terrific. Check it out, 8 a.m. On the Fan or on the Odyssey app. Go ahead, hit us with it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go grab a steak. Until then, wishing everybody minimal sweats, winning bets, and the absolute very best of luck.
That was the host of You Bet or You Bet and Odyssey Sports Betting Insider, Nick Kostos. He is a trip, man. I love him. I call him Beautiful Chaos. He is. If you listen to his show Sunday morning, dude, he is all over the place. He's got these nicknames. You hear him with us. He's on fire.
I know.
Beautiful Chaos.
I never realized how red he got when he's making his points.
Yeah, now we get to see it on Zoom. I love it. Insider calls are presented by BetMGM. Make it legendary for all of your betting and sports talk needs. Check out the BetMGM network on the Odyssey app. All right, we'll take a quick break. Get back to your calls. Talk some more NFL. 888-808-1019. Pick segment. Perfect parlay pick segment coming up at 1:20. Right now, let's get you updated. Here's Andrew Bogut.
Talk sports with BT and Sal. Middays 10 to 2. WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York, and Odyssey Sports Station.
WFAN Sports Flash.
Good afternoon at 1 o'clock. I'm Andrew Bogish, your Sports Flash sponsored by Moderna. These are the Mets' last guaranteed home games, 3 with the Nationals, starting tonight, 7:10 Odyssey Mets Radio. Today's wildcard picture has the Reds and Diamondbacks 2 games behind the Mets. The Giants are 3 back. The Yankees 3 back at the Blue Jays in the East as they continue their weekend in Baltimore. They have a 7:05 first pitch here on the Fan. Will Warren opposing Trevor Rogers, whose ERA is 1.43 through 16 starts. Brian Daboll says Andrew Thomas feeling good after 2 days of practice. The left tackle will be a true game-time decision for Sunday night. In addition to Justin Fields, no Jermaine Johnson for the Jets in Tampa because of an ankle injury, and the Commanders just ruled out Jaden Daniels for Sunday against the Raiders. The second-year QB missing his first game as a pro with a sprained knee. Fan weather is sponsored by Volkswagen Manhattan, where sophistication meets performance. At Volkswagen Manhattan, experience premium service in the heart of New York. Visit their flagship showroom on 56 and 11th. It's 80 degrees, sunny in Central Park, and that's what's happening. Sports Flashes, top of every hour. I'm Andrew Booth.
Deep ball, downfield, looking for Neighbors, who makes the catch for the touchdown in double coverage.
An incredible game ended with heartbreak in Dallas for Big Blue.
This one's tough. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. These guys battled. Dallas battled. Came down to the end.
Big Blue gets back to business for the 2025 home opener at MetLife Stadium. Taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. 8:20 Sunday night. It's Sunday Night Football. The Giants and the Chiefs. The home of Giants football is the Fan. 101.9 FM and always live on the free Odyssey app.
Mnexspike, COVID-19 vaccine mRNA by Moderna, is now available and easy to find near you. To learn more, visit mnexspike.com. That's MNEXSPIKE.com.
Hey, New York. Looking for a great deal to stay connected? Now, for a limited time, Verizon's offering Fios home internet and 1 line of mobile for just $69.99. Yes, that's right, just $69.99 per month. Get unlimited welcome for $50 per month with autopay plus taxes and fees when you bring your phone. And add Fios for just $19.99 per month with autopay, mobile plus home discount, and bonus discount. Visit your tri-state area Verizon store today to get this limited time offer and switch to our 100% fiber optic network and reliable 5G network. Fios, for eligible new Fios internet and mobile customers. Fios $15 monthly bonus discount applied over 36 months. Mobile and home discount enrollment required. $99 Fios setup charge applies. Bring your phone. $15 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds.
Regular cancer screenings could save your life. New York Presbyterian offers a full range of cancer screenings, including lung, breast, prostate, and more. Learn more at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
Another app for inventory, one for CRM. Oh, don't forget accounting. Wait, which login was that?
Or you could use Odoo, one fully integrated system that does it all without the hassle. Ditch the app overload. Get everything your business needs on one platform. Try Odoo free today at odoo.com. That's ODOO.com.
Tulsa is my home now.
Academy Award nominee Sylvester Stallone stars in the Paramount Plus original series, Tulsa King.
This distillery is a very interesting business. We gotta know the enemy.
From Taylor Sheridan, co-creator of Landman.
What are you saying? I'm a rat! If you think you're gonna take me out, gonna be really difficult.
Tulsa King, new season streaming September 21st, exclusively on Paramount Plus.
We've got more sports talk coming up on The Fan.
Hey, Tiki here. Imagine a world where all your smart devices work together seamlessly in one simple ecosystem. Introducing the Sloman's Shield Link. With Sloman's Shield Link, transform your home into a truly intelligent smart home experience. Control your lights, heating and cooling, door locks, cameras, TVs, just about anything in your home. Life is busy and daily stresses add up. But with Sloman's Shield Link, your home tech works in harmony, making life more convenient, safe, and enjoyable. Now imagine pulling into your driveway, and with one tap, your home welcomes you. Lights on, doors unlocked, only to hear your favorite music. A true smart home isn't just about gadgets. It's about comfort and security. With Sloman's Shield, enjoy a full integration of home security and automation, all at your fingertips. Make your life easier and your home a safer haven. Learn more at slomanshieldlink.com or call 1-800-ALARM-ME. Embrace the future of home living with Sloman's Shield Link.
Water damage happens fast. So can the cleanup when you call on the restoration specialists at 1-800-SERVPRO to help make it like it never even happened. That's 1-800-SERVPRO.
Franchises are independently owned and operated.
Hey everyone, Boomer here. I had a tomahawk steak last night that was absolutely cooked to perfection. Now, you already know how it was done with the Chef IQ Sense, the wireless thermometer that eliminates under or overcooking your chicken, fish, or meat, whether you're cooking on a stovetop, oven, or grill. It is built to withstand extreme heat, and the app alerts you when to take the steaks off the grill and even when to flip them. Order the newly released 3rd generation Chef IQ Sense right now at chefiq.com and make sure to put the code word Boomer in for 20% off.
Come out to Yankee Stadium to see the New York Yankees in action on Tuesday, September 23rd, when the Yankees host the Chicago White Sox. Don't miss a long-time Yankee Stadium tradition, Yankees Cap Night. The first 18,000 guests in attendance will receive a Yankees cap, courtesy of Cannon. For tickets, log on to Yankees.com/tickets. That's the Yankees and White Sox on Yankees Cap Night, Tuesday, September 23rd. Visit Yankees.com/tickets today.
Catch all the play-by-play with Susan Waldman and Dave Sims. The home of Yankees radio. The Fan on the Odyssey, iHeart, and TuneIn apps.
Sal Show on The Fan is presented by your Tri-State Cadillac dealers. Cadillac, the official luxury vehicle of the New York Mets. Perfect Parlay pick segment, Week 3 edition, coming up in about 15 or so minutes. We'll get back to the phones here, BT. But, I mean, you mentioned it just before. Jaden Daniels is out. I mean, that's a problem. One of the bright young stars in a league, he's out. We know about Justin Fields being ruled out. You heard about it with Nick, talking about J.J. McCarthy, Joe Burrow. They're out. Although I did see something that Purdy might be playing in Week 3. Not 100% sure what's the latest with him. But, dude, already Week 3, a rash of injuries as far as the starting quarterbacks around the league.
It's just, hold your breath and hope that it works out for you. I mean, that's why you don't want to see these guys play during the summer. That's why you just want to get to the season. And it is just... I mean, it's an epidemic, man. These guys drop like flies. It's crazy.
All right, so what are you supposed to do to combat that? I mean, the league has done everything they possibly can to try to keep these guys safe and healthy and prevent them from getting touched even, let alone hit. But yet they still happen. It goes to show you, like, no matter what you do with pitchers in baseball, quarterbacks in football, like, it's just a part of the game, unfortunately.
I don't think there's really anything that you can do. I think that's why one of the things that I remember saying a long time ago, like when you look at the salary cap, because these quarterbacks make so much money, and when they get hurt, it's just so incredible. And even when they're healthy, either way, it's incredibly punitive to the percentage of the cap, right? So I think a lot of people get wrapped up in, well, this guy's making 45 or 50 million, which is not really that important to me. It's more like what percentage of the cap do they take up? I would almost love to see the NFL, and this is a bigger conversation down the road, but I would like the NFL at some point to almost change the impact that a quarterback's percentage has on the actual roster pertaining to the cap, because once a guy gets hurt,
now
you're talking 18, 20, 22, 23%. That's out.
How about the idea of quarterbacks today's day and age? And I'm not just talking about running quarterbacks. Like Joe Burrow is not a running quarterback clearly the way that Justin Fields is, but he's still a quarterback that can move around maybe more than we used to see back in the day 30, 40, 50 years ago. There's got to be something to that. Like, I know we've evolved, and it's like, wow, these guys are better athletes than they've ever been before. Yeah, but maybe there was a reason why back in the day it was all about protecting the quarterback, getting rid of the football in a timely manner, even when guys used to get drilled and were allowed to get hit, because you knew how important it was to don't run the football, like get rid of it because you didn't want him to get hit.
It's a really good point. I mean, the guys and everything that was done back in the day was to protect the quarterback, not so much from a rules perspective, but just the way you call plays here. Now they've outsmarted themselves where whether it's the RPO and you put quarterbacks in space making split-second decisions, whether they keep it, hand it off, tuck it and run, throw it. I mean, you got a quarterback in the middle of a football field with a linebacker coming downhill. I mean, I don't care how good of an athlete you are. Eventually, you're going to get decked, and you're going to get hurt, and it's going to really compromise your season. So it necessitates, that's why, you like to see the Jets have a win by now rather than being 0-2. But that's why having a backup like Tyrod Taylor, it's important here, and too many teams, they just, we'll have this young guy behind our starter or this unproven, veteran retread where that's just really not the way to go. If you're a team with championship aspirations and you don't have a legitimate backup on your roster, you're missing the mark.
BT and Sal on the Fan. Gus is calling from Mamaroneck. What's up, Gus?
Hello, Gus.
Hey, how you doing, guys? Always a pleasure to see you guys. Always a pleasure to talk to you guys. How you doing today?
Good.
I got 2 points. One is based on a caller earlier this morning who mentioned about having ready to quit being a Jets fan.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I've been a Packers, Rangers, and Knicks fan since 1966. I've been a Mets fan since 1962. So talk about frustration. I mean, thank God for the Packers that gave me some life. But for the most part, it's been very frustrating being a fan. And the only thing you can do is just hang in there and pretty much stick with your team and hope for the best. Now, as far as my second point, it just pertains to the Mets pitching rotation. I like the fact that they had Holmes and Minaya split a game. I thought that was pretty good. It worked out well for them. I think it could work out in the playoffs as one of the pitchers in one of the games. But I like Sprout and I like McNeil as far as to pitch the first 2 games.
McLean, you're talking about.
What's your opinion?
And thank you for the call, Gus. We appreciate you checking in. We appreciate waiting on hold for that. Yeah, I mean, here's my opinion on it. Get there. Get there, and then we'll discuss. I know it's a talking point. We've done it on this show. I've done it on Baseball Night in New York. My thing is it's such a day-to-day thing, right? If you would have asked me this question, and we did probably have this conversation last week or 2 weeks ago, my answer was different 2 weeks ago than it was last week than it would be right now. Like, I would have had Peterson in it for sure a couple weeks ago, and now for sure he's out of it. 4 weeks ago or a month ago, maybe it's like, yeah, probably Senga's in it. Now he's completely out of it. He's out of the picture completely now. If, now the idea of piggybacking Holmes and Minaya to me is more appealing than even Sproat. Let's see what Sproat does over the weekend. If Sproat goes out there and dominates, then it's like, yeah, well, he's got to be in the rotation, whether it's game 2 or game 3. If he gets hit hard, then it's like, well, maybe you go with Jonah Tong. Like, there's so many variables from day to day. That's where that rotation is at. It's in shambles right now. It's not that it can't be successful, but it is in total disarray.
To me, there's 2 things I definitively believe. Number 1, game 1, I'm giving McLean the baseball. Number 1.
And that's it.
That's a given. And then the other given, you said it, Masenga's coming nowhere near the staff. He's done.
Yeah,
that's it. Those are my 2 decisions right now.
Period.
Yeah, like the staff. I don't want him on the roster. I don't need him coming out of bullpen. That was a massive step back in the minors, and he's just been all over the map, not interested in watching him pitch. So,
and by the way, yesterday, because I was actually surprised to see this, Mendoza said yesterday, before Senga even took his start, he was asked in the hypothetical, if Senga does well again tonight, does that mean he's going to be on the postseason roster? And he said, there's no guarantee.
Yeah, I thought that was very telling there.
Me too. I was actually surprised by that.
I was a little surprised by that too.
And then he gets
but the point, before he pitched.
Right, correct.
So if he comes out and he throws a jet, like, there wasn't a whole lot of wiggle room right there. Not that they couldn't change their mind, but the fact that he was so non-committal before he pitched poorly tells you all you need to know in terms of how they view Senga right now, and I think that they're right. So the other things I'm very intrigued with, like if Sproat pitches really well this weekend, that's a pitcher that I want getting a start. The tandem of Holmes and Minaya, it's more appealing than I thought it was for me a couple of days ago when we were going back and forth on Minaya. Tong's ability to bounce back was very impressive, but it's 1 start. So there's still a lot of things up. There's a lot of things up a lot of things up for interpretation. Not a lot of games left to figure out what the hell's going on.
Dude, and this is why I was saying yesterday, like, I just don't know if they have enough to get over the finish line. When has it been before, let alone on a playoff team, but just in general, that you were trying to piece together the remaining 9 games or the next 9 games without knowing who the hell is going to be starting and who you trust? Like, okay, guys in rotations, I don't care how good you are, have a bad stretch, a couple of bad starts, but at least you know, well, he's on our rotation. With the Mets, it's like...
like Max Fried for about 7 weeks with the Yankees. He was all over the map, but you knew he was going to be one of your starters.
He's in the rotation. Rodon, this year not... He's been good this year. But like at least with the Yankees, Hill wasn't particularly good. Was it last night or 2 nights ago? 2 nights ago with Hill. He wasn't particularly good, but yet, you know, he's in the rotation. Now, where they stack him in the playoffs, who knows? But point is, you know the rotation. With the Mets, they don't know the rotation. They're just throwing stuff at the wall. Hey, we got to call this guy up. Hey, we got to call this guy up. Hey, let's just hope that it works. And one leak is plugged, another leak springs. That's what's been going on with the Mets.
Well, that's one of the reasons when we were talking last week and we were talking about the managers. Now, I am of the record, and I believe this, and I pointed out, you know, reasons why I don't need to do it again, but I think Mendoza's had a spotty year, okay? And I've given you evidence as to why I believe that. But what I also said, because we were kind of talking about Boone and Mendoza, I think that Mendoza has had a much tougher job this year just based on all the variables of not only who's going to start in terms of being a pitcher, but then also given the lack of length, now you've got to really make sure. I mean, it's just a lot more levers to hit from a bullpen perspective. And when there's more buttons to hit, to be fair to Mendoza, there's more chances that you make mistakes.
Yeah.
Whereas with the Yankees, all right. So Cruz was hurt a little bit this year, but Fried's been a staple, even though he wasn't pitching great. Rodon's been a staple.
Plus, their offense has been better than the Mets has been.
Yeah, true. It's been more consistent. I just think that there's been more things that Mendoza's had to work around than Boone.
BT and Sal on the Fan. Back to some football calls. John is calling from Boulder, Colorado. What's up, John?
Gentlemen, how are you? Always a pleasure, guys.
All right, John.
How are you?
Hey, real quick on the Giants, but first, BT, man, if you don't mind, we're about the same age, man. Where'd you grow up in Bensonhurst?
I didn't grow up in Bensonhurst. No, I didn't grow up in Bensonhurst. I grew up in Marine Park.
Oh, my bad. I thought you were from Brooklyn.
My bad. You sound like you're from Wyoming. You don't sound like you're from My bad.
He's in Boulder right now.
I know. I never heard anybody from Bensonhurst say it like that. Anyway, go ahead, John.
Hey,
Let's cook.
forget about it.
Oh, good. There you go. That's more like it.
So, you know, man, obviously I listen to you guys the most, but, man, like, where did y'all think the Giants' defense was going to be good this year?
Well, they got 5 first-round picks.
Wait, well, but who, though? I mean, this guy Carter better hit the weight room, man. He ain't pushing college kids around anymore.
I mean, John.
Burns, decent guy.
Burns has been terrific.
Thibodeau's garbage.
No, he's not. John, he's not garbage, dude.
Yeah, John, you're being unfair there.
He's not
Thank you for the
garbage.
call.
And, John, by the way, either way, I mean, first of all, Thibodeau's not been garbage, and you know, neither Sal nor myself think he's a superstar, but we got to be fair to the guy. And he does look stronger this year. He's winning, like, more leverage points. He's pushing people back, which he didn't really do a year ago. Dexter Lawrence has to wake up. But the point is, the reason why a lot of people, including me, thought that the Giants' defense would be really good is because they not just because they devoted a lot of first-round picks and free agent money to it, but because we've seen them play. Lawrence has been an all-pro. Burns was phenomenal in his prior place of employment. He's been very good this year. You know, and there's 5 guys on the Giants that should disrupt the game. And I'm not seeing it yet, and that's a problem.
Yeah, same thing. And now we're not breaking down the film. I really don't care to. And even Abdul Carter, like, yeah, he's had some good moments. Okay, week 2 or through 2 weeks. My comp, and maybe this is not fair, but it's just the most recent example, is Micah Parsons. When you draft an edge rusher, a pass rusher in the top 5, top 10, that's the type of impact that I am expecting. That's the standard that I held Kayvon Thibodeau to years ago. We haven't seen that. We saw spurts of it.
Myles Garrett years ago.
Yeah,
those kind of guys.
You're talking about an elite,
Bosa,
game-changing game wrecker.
Yep.
And Abdul Carter, to me, the comp was clearly Micah Parsons. And through 2 weeks so far, we just have not seen that type of impact. It doesn't mean that he's been a bust or he's going to be like
no.
But with Kayvon, that's the thing. Like these guys these are top 5 picks. Like they're held to a high standard as far as being an elite pass rusher and game wrecker, and we just have not seen it consistently enough.
The only thing that I don't even want to, it's not that I'm worried about Carter at all. I think he's going to be a superstar. I still do. Thought that the day he was drafted. But if the Giants had a bunch of nobodies next to him and they were just focusing on him, then I could say, all right, I could see why he's been a little slow to the party. Like, the Giants have a lot of guys that opposing coordinators know that they got to try to stop, whether it's Burns, whether it's all the names that we always say. So you would think that it would be a little bit easier for Carter to wreck some spots in the game because he's going to have more one-on-ones, and he hasn't really done that yet.
Could also be on the defensive coordinator. I know he's everybody's favorite whipping boy here, but he's got to figure out a way to let him loose and just let him go.
Let him eat.
Find out a way to get them going, get them in the backfield, stop being so damn conservative. BT and Sal on the Fan. Come back. Perfect parlay pick segment, week 3 on the other side.
Where are we at, by the way? Who's leading the way here? You got a couple of points on the board the first week, didn't you?
Nobody's cashed a parlay yet. I came within a bullcrap bad call in Indianapolis with the Denver Bronco game last week from cashing it. But either way, nobody's cashed it. We've just hit the straight-up winner.
All right, so not a whole lot of blood yet. There we go. We'll get to that coming up. Hey, our transportation, water, and energy infrastructure is critical. But did you know that those projects are built by the local 825 operating engineers and their contractors? They even build MetLife Stadium and the stadium before that. That's why their advocacy organization, ELEC, the Engineers Labor Employer Cooperative, fights for those priorities every day. That's ELEC, representing the hardworking men and women who build New York and New Jersey.
Every Saturday at 8 a.m., it's Kickoff with Boomer and Mike Valenti, where the guys break down the biggest headlines and storylines from across the NFL.
I look forward to breaking down that game with you, but I know we do have some NFL news to get into and talk about.
Kickoff with Boomer and Valenti is brought to you by Nationwide. For your insurance and financial needs, Nationwide is on your side. The Fan, 101.9 FM, and always streaming on Odyssey, TuneIn, and the iHeartRadio app.
I'm Michael Jenkins here to help you beat the books with the BetMGM Network. We're taking the Rangers on the money line tonight against the Marlins. It is a pitcher's duel between Jansen Junk and Tyler Mahle. Both pitchers are 6-3 on the season, but it's Mahle who we're backing tonight. His first action since June, but he's 4-1 at home with an impossible .82 ERA. He's only given up 4 runs this year in Arlington. Jansen Junk has allowed at least 3 in his last 9, so take the Rangers. I'm Michael Jenkins from the BetMGM Network. Bet smarter and beat the books, and download the BetMGM app today. Please gamble responsibly.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
You can't count on much these days, but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus. Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday this season, all the way through the AFC Championship game. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today.
It's time. Time for the pro to get everything for the entire job, all from one partner. To get access to over 3 million products, including many products you won't find in our stores. It's time to get delivery on your schedule or next day on over 50,000 products. And time to get dedicated support on the job site or in our stores. From ordering to planning, we've got you. One partner, any job, all in. Ask about all we can now do at the Pro Desk. The Home Depot Pro, it's about time.
Nationwide is so much more than a great insurance company. They're one of America's largest financial services companies. Like how I'm more than Saquon Barkley, the NFL's reigning leading rusher. I'm also the NFL's leading husher. Shh, hush up back there. Wow, I might have just set the hushing record. Well, almost. For your insurance and financial needs, Nationwide is on your side.
Nationwide Investment Services Corporation, member FINRA, Columbus, Ohio.
We're always talking New York sports on The Fan.
I'm Piera Palazzolo, VP of Digital Marketing for the American Management Association, a company focused on the management training skills needed to enhance the careers of business professionals. We did our research when it came to the best companies for website development and chose AmericanEagle.com. And we couldn't be happier. AmericanEagle.com worked closely with us to understand the front and back end requirements needed to launch an e-commerce website that could handle the complexities of running thousands of seminars nationwide. Our robust new website and improved SEO saw immediate increases in site traffic and web revenue. If you're in need of managerial effectiveness and success, visit our website at amanet.org. If you're in need of a website that provides an unparalleled consumer experience, I highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Transform your business today. Dial 877-WebNow1 for a free digital consultation with AmericanEagle.com.
Listen weekdays from 1 to 2 on The Fan for the call of the day with BT and Sal, brought to you by Wind Creek Bethlehem. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Stepping into the Kia K4 or K5 isn't just getting behind the wheel of any average sedan. It's stepping into what's next. With a K4, it's stepping into a world that's exciting. With a K5, it's one that's bold. The Kia K4 and K5, the next movement for sedans. See your local Kia dealer or visit kia.com to learn more.
Kia, movement that inspires. Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm." Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown. Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me.
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Some things are hard to commit to, like learning how to surf or saving for a family vacation. But one commitment that's easy, switching to Fios Home Internet with a 5-year price lock guarantee. That means 5 great summers of fast, reliable internet at the same low price. All with the Fios 1 gig internet plan. Plus no hidden fees or equipment charges. Call 1-833-VERIZON to switch today. Price guarantee applies to base monthly rate only for new and existing My Home customers.
Talk New York sports here. The Fan.
All right, time for BT and Sal football picks, brought to you by Cash App.
Segment week 3. A close call. I celebrated in the pool thinking I had it. Broncos win. No penalty flag. Perfect parlay off the board. And the Broncos, in fact, lost. So we have a standings board, BT. I'm out in front with 20 points based off of the head-to-head, just straight up the Giants and Jets winners. Hop is at 15, and you are at 10. We all collectively hit picking against both the locals last week. Looking to see if we can cash a perfect parlay. 2-teamer worth 25, 3-teamer worth 50, 4-teamer worth 100. And then, of course, the straight-up winner, Jets and Giants, each week worth 5 with no spread. BT, take it away for week 3.
All right, there's the music. Let's go try to get on the board. We're going to go not 1, not 2. We're going to go with a little 3 spot here. First up, Sal's Falcons. Atlanta, minus 5.5 in Carolina on the road. Now, the Falcons had 6 sacks last week, and they had 11 quarterback hits. So that obviously bodes well for them. Carolina's offensive line is in absolute shambles. And, oh, yeah, by the way, Carolina allows right around 150 yards rushing per game. I know it's a small sample in 2, but I think the Falcons will run it. I think they'll get to their quarterback. And when they get the lead, they'll be able to keep it because they'll be able to run it. Falcons minus 5.5. Give me Atlanta. Lay the points inside of a touchdown. Number 1. Number 2, Dallas is at the Bears. I double-check the weather here just to make sure, but obviously you want to make sure you're on top of that. Right now it looks okay. Over under 49.5. And I am going to take the over in this game here. Dallas, to me, I think anytime Dallas steps on the field, they're going to have a chance to get 30. So now you start to look at it and say, well, can the opposition sniff 20 or so? And I believe that Chicago can. Probably more Dallas being more in the mid-30s and maybe the Bears being just short of 20. Anyway, you add it up, you do the math, it should be good to go over the 49.5, which is what it is. I'll take the over there. And finally, I will probably lament this here, but I'm going to take the Giants and the Chiefs.
Wow.
I'm going to touch this game. You know, generally and I try not to do this too much with these picks, but when I have a good conviction during the week, even though I've been out a couple of days this week, but certainly today, I don't think that the Chiefs are going to run up I just don't think they're going to score a ton of points. I don't. I also don't think the Giants do what they did last week here, but the Giants getting 6 at home, Sunday night, desperate. I mean, come on. If you can't at least cover and hang around, what the hell are we doing? So I will take the Giants at +6. In summation, Sal, Falcons -5.5 in Carolina. That's 1. Number 2, Dallas at Chicago, over 49 and a hook. And I will take the G-Men Big Blue +6 against Kansas City.
+6.5.
Oh, +6.5.
There you go. All right,
There you go,
Hoff,
even better.
What do you got us for week 3? Hoff was close last week.
Oh, good song.
You almost hit your 4-teamer.
Yeah, I know you said that you were very close. I was very close, too. I went into the afternoon game 3-0. So I felt very good. And
the Chiefs.
Yeah, they let me down. But it's okay. I don't like any of these games this week. I got to be honest with you. There's too many injuries. The quarterbacks are all iffy. The teams are all scrambled. This sucks, but I'm still going to do a 3-teamer, okay?
He doesn't like anybody, so he chops off one team.
That's right. Yeah.
Put the house on these.
Yeah.
The one game I did like a lot was the Indianapolis game at Tennessee. I know Tennessee's got a good defense, but I believe in Daniel Jones. I believe what he's doing. I believe that they will cover a -4.5 in Tennessee. I think that's a no-brainer. I think that's the most obvious choice of all the bunch on Sunday. So I'm taking Indianapolis -4.5 at Tennessee. And then I'm going Tampa Bay. BT.
Yeah.
BT.
Yes, I'm listening.
I wish this was double digits. I'd still go Tampa Bay. Wow. I'm going Tampa Bay -6.5. Baker Mayfield is going to light up Sauce all day long. Last week, he looked bad. I think he's going to look worse this weekend. I do. And I got to be honest with you, I like Tyrod Taylor, but I watched him too many times, even with the Giants, go to the end zone when they played Buffalo. Went to the end zone twice at the end of the first half, at the end of the second half, and come up with 0 points. I think that's kind of what he does. He's good moving the ball. They just can't score with him. So, unfortunately, I'm taking Tampa Bay -6.5 versus New York Jets. And then I'm going as well to MetLife. I too am feeling that the Giants will keep it close. +6.5 New York Giants versus Kansas City.
Oh, God. Oh, you guys are making me wish I went against it. I couldn't do it. All right. There you go. Hoff's Picks week 3 in the books. I really, really would like to take the Chiefs here, but I have an issue with them. They just don't cover, period. So this is not about I'm scared of the Giants. I just can't lay the points with the Chiefs with anybody, especially 6.5 on the road. But if I had to, I would. But I like 4 games better. I'm going with a 4-team parlay. We're going to start in Chicago, where you took the Bears last week, I think it was, BT.
I did.
And I think you had the right feel, just the wrong game. They get demolished by the Lions. I don't think the Cowboys are any good. So that's my pick is I think the Bears are better than what they've played. And I don't think the Cowboys are any good. I think they were inflated by the poor Giants defense. Give me the Bears at home, where now everybody's going to put the Bears to bed. They're getting a 1.5 at home. I think they win that game over Dallas. That's game number 1. Game number 2, give me the Eagles -3.5 at home. They haven't had the real great performance yet. The lightning and the rain got in the way that first Thursday night. They beat the Chiefs. That's a good win on the road, but it really wasn't that dominant performance from the Super Bowl champs. I expect them to roll over the Rams. Big defensive performance, big offensive performance. Maybe A.J. Brown make him happy this week. Give me the Eagles in a very comfy double-digit win over the Rams. They're laying 3.5 points for game number 2. Game number 3, I'm going to go to Washington. And it's no Jaden Daniels. He's out. Marcus Mariota, he's in. He stinks. Give me the Raiders on the road, +2.5. My guy, Pete Carroll. I know Geno's been terrible this year. Too many interceptions. They're going to run the football on Washington like the way the Giants should have been able to do it effectively. Give me Pete Carroll and the Raiders to get their second win of the season, and I'll take the 2.5 points on the road to go along with it against Washington. And game number 4, give me the 6.5 way too many points, BT. I'm surprised you didn't take him here.
I'm trying to keep the heart out of it.
Understood.
I'm trying.
This was a winnable game to me before, 2 weeks ago when I saw it on the schedule. And I think it's an even more winnable game now. Offensive line for the Bucks banged up. Even with Tyrod Taylor, I still think the Jets are going to be able to go down there, establish their run, play some solid defense. I think the Jets come away with the win, let alone cover the 6.5 points. So give me the Jets. Those are the 4 games. Jets plus 6.5, Raiders plus 2.5, Eagles minus 3.5, and the Bears plus 1.5. As for the straight up, give me the Jets. Whoa, thank you there, Dove. Give me the Jets and give me the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs win easy. I didn't have the guts to lay the 6.5, but give me the Jets and the Chiefs.
All right, I'm going to go with the Bucks, and I'm going to go with the Giants to win a nail-biter against Kansas City Sunday night.
It. Chance to gain some ground here between the two of us. What do you got, Hoff?
So we're all different. I am going Tampa Bay, and I'm going Kansas City. You got to show me you can win a game. No one's
you
done
have the
it.
Giants, but plus the points, Kansas City to get the win.
That's correct.
That concludes week 3 already in the perfect parlay pick segment.
All right, there you go.
We got a read here, I think.
Yeah, we do. That's right. 4 distinct all-electric Cadillacs. Dove was barking audibles in my ear for some reason. I was getting ready to read it, Dove. Some driving for the performance, others for the range, and some driving, let's face it, guys, it's a nice way to make an entrance. 3 different ways to turn every drive into an occasion, whatever your reason. Never been a better time to say, hey, let's take the Cadillac.
Love taking the Cadillac. I took the all-electric Lyric last year, the all-electric Cadillac family of vehicles, the Escalade IQ, the Vistic, the Optic, and the Lyric. Visit your Tri-State Cadillac dealer today and check them all out. The BT and Sal Show is presented by your Tri-State Cadillac dealers. Cadillac, the official luxury vehicle of the New York Mets.
It's Keith McPherson at night on the Fan, 101.9 FM.
Hey, we just beat you in your building. If we have to come back, we can take the first 2 and end you. If you got to come to us, it's Raps 2.
Stream Keith McPherson live or on demand with the Odyssey app. And podcast the show wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Andrew Perloff with an Odyssey Sportsman and sponsored by Chumba Casino, your online casino for plays, spins, and a chance to score. Must be 21 and over. Terms at ChumbaCasino.com. The NFL Network reported before the Dolphins-Bills game that Miami ownership didn't want to fire Coach Mike McDaniel. But there was a caveat. If the team stops trying or if fans stop showing up, it's a different story. The Dolphins had effort last night, but they lost to Buffalo to fall to 0-3. They probably will keep trying for their coach, but as for the fan base staying engaged, that's going to be a lot tougher. I'm Andrew Perloff.
Hey, want to hear something great? Right now at Wendy's, you can get 2 of the #1 selling bacon cheeseburger in all fast food, the JBC, plus medium fries and a medium soft drink for just $8. Want to hear something else great? Double the burger means double the bacon. Now that's a game changer. 2 of the #1 bacon cheeseburgers with fries and a drink for just $8. Gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Request $8 JBC meal deal to obtain discount. Individual items at regular price.
If you could hear Old Spice Fiji Antiperspirant, what would it sound like? First, you'd start with Fiji Antiperspirant's amazing scent of palm trees. Add pure notes of fresh coconut and layer on 24/7 odor and sweat protection. You won't hear any dyes or parabens because with Fiji, you won't have any. So while your regular antiperspirant sounds like this, Old Spice Fiji sounds like this. Sounds like it smells amazing.
NFL Sunday's coming. You've got your crew, your couch, your snacks, your slate. And FanDuel is coming with something a little bit extra. This isn't just any NFL Sunday, folks. It's your chance to place the perfect parlay. Hit your go-to player prop, and now we're making it even better because this week FanDuel is bringing the bonus. That's right. Right now, all customers get a 50% profit boost on any NFL bet. However you play your game, FanDuel's got your back with something extra in your account because that's what Sundays should feel like. Visit FanDuel.com/Boomer to download the app and get in on all the action before kickoff. That's FanDuel.com/Boomer. We all love the app around here. It is safe, secure, and when you win, you get paid instantly. FanDuel Sportsbook is the official partner of WFAN.
21 and over and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issues non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. design.
Town Fair Tire has the area's largest inventory of name brand tires at discount prices, including Michelin tires, which give you the perfect match. A relaxing driving experience from your vehicle, along with all-season design for superior performance that stands out from the crowd. And Town Fair stands out from other dealers with a guaranteed lowest price on Michelin tires and gives you more free services for life than anywhere. Nobody beats a Town Fair tire deal. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Get ready for more BT and Sal on the Fan.
At Nielsen, fun is in the driver's seat.
Here are the fundamentals that have helped Nielsen Dodge make customers for life. There's always zero down payment available. We'll always give you up to $1,500 over book value for any trade. If you need credit help, we're here to make it happen. And of course, great deals on any new Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, or Ram.
Lease a new 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo X 4x4, just $299 a month. Or lease a new 2025 Jeep Wrangler 4-door Willys 4xe, just $399 a month. Or choose from hundreds of quality certified pre-owned vehicles.
Fun is in the driver's seat when you save money.
On Route 10 in East Hanover. Online at nielsendodge.com. A proud member of the Nielsen Auto Group.
Fun is in the driver's seat.
Drive into fall event.
With approval term 24 months, do it sign Cherokee $38.94, Wrangler $43.94 at tax tag $498 dock and DMV.
This is Tiki Barber. You definitely don't want your heating system to fail this winter. So call my friends at Edison Heating and Cooling, New Jersey's heating experts. Have them check your heating system before it breaks. I know Edison Heating and Cooling. They can fix anything. Go now to edisonhvac.com.
Recovering from an addiction is an individual accomplishment. A young mother who chose recovery to care for her family. A high school athlete overcoming opioid addiction. A couple celebrating his recovery. Everyone's recovery is different, and there's no shame in asking for help. Call 844-REACH-NJ. Trained counselors are available 24/7 to help you find the recovery option that's best for you. Tell us your story, and let's begin your recovery today. A message from New Jersey Human Services.
Attention NFL fans, the Lowe's Earn Your Sunday Tour is rolling into the Lowe's of Butler, New Jersey for one day only, this Saturday from 2 to 6 p.m. Step aboard this unique Lowe's NFL experience and get in on the action with interactive games and prizes. Play Madden NFL 26 and then step into a photo booth to become a cover athlete and lots more. Plus, enter for a chance to win tickets to Super Bowl 60 this Saturday from 2 to 6 p.m. at Lowe's of Butler, New Jersey. Sunday hits different when you've earned it with Lowe's, an official partner of the NFL.
Hey guys, if you're ready to pop the big question, discover why 5 generations have purchased their diamonds from H.L. Gross Jewelers of Garden City. Since 1910, the Gross family has been the place Long Island gets engaged, and where you'll find all the latest styles and rings and a huge selection of GIA certified diamonds. Save yourself all the hassle and come to H.L. Gross, where you'll get the guaranteed best price, as well as the best education and guidance in picking out the perfect ring. H.L. Gross Jewelers, Long Island's premier bridal ring store, at 840 Franklin Avenue in Garden City, or at hlgross.com.
Call of the Day with Brandon Tierney and Sal Licata on the Fan.
Today's Call of the Day brought to you by Edison Heating and Cooling, New Jersey's heating expert. Josh is calling from Long Island. What's up, Josh?
Been a Jets fan for over 30 years, and I have to come on the air and say I'm hanging them up. I'm trading in my green and white. Yep.
For why?
I'm going to go Bills, man. I've been a Bills fan. I've supported them.
Josh,
and listen,
Josh.
I know. But listen, every year I listen to you guys forever.
Okay.
Every year we do this.
Yeah, no.
They suck. They suck every year.
I mean, think about you. The day that the Jets crack through. And with your luck, it's going to coincide when the Bills suck. So I mean, come on, man. There's no way. I don't believe you. There's no way you are not tapping out. You're not. No, you're not.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you something. I said this to. I'm going to say what I told you to my family, and I literally came out. I was like, "This is a big decision. I'm doing it." And here's why. If the Jets were to even win a championship in a year or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, I don't know that it would undo the 30-plus years of absolute misery.
I get it, dude.
I just don't think it would undo it.
And that is a bad way to look at it, because think about that hypothetical. even if the Jets were to win a championship in the next 3, like, come on, dude.
In the next couple of years.
Like, why would we ever think that that's realistic? And even if they did, would it undo? I think it would for a lot of fans. Just one would undo a lot of
yeah. I mean, put it this way. I'd like to be able to make the judgment myself and not have to guess what it would feel like.
You think you'll ever see one in your life?
I mean, honestly, I don't really expect one.
But if I asked you 20 years ago, you'd be like,
of course. Well, time is more on your side at that point. Time's ticking, dude. I mean, it's eventually you got to calculate the odds. The odds change a little bit. They'll crack through.
Yeah,
unkillable.
There you go.
They'll get it.
Regenerate. Took you a few seconds. BT and Sal's Player to Watch is sponsored by ELEC 825, Building Our Future, Collars & Co., the original dress collar polo, and by New York Oasis. Don't know, don't judge. Turn the page on stigma. Learn more at oasis.ny.gov. For me, BT, I'm going to Sunday Night Football, and I'm going with the guy who people have left for dead and buried. They're ripping him because of his popular podcast and his immensely popular fiance. Travis Kelce is going to have a monster game Sunday night against the Giants defense that has not been very good at all. I think the Chiefs are sick and tired of losing. They're even more sick and tired of hearing about it, and there is something they could do about it come Sunday against the Giants. Give me Travis Kelce as my player to watch.
Going with Kelce. All right, I'm going to go to a quarterback here who, let's face it. I mean, at what point is do we start turning the page on what Trevor Lawrence is going to be or who he is? Trevor Lawrence has just not played the way he was supposed to play since he got drafted first overall. He's got 4 touchdowns, 3 picks so far this year. You're at home against a Texans team that is 0-2, so a little bit of a surprise at 0-2. And, Trevor Lawrence, he had a situation last week. He waved off his head coach. He's just, he's not bad enough to completely label a bust, but he's nowhere near good enough to say that he's absolutely the guy. He's just in a weird space. So, for me, it's Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, waving off his head coach like that.
See that?
I mean, come on, dude. That's just so disrespectful.
And I didn't think he was like that. I thought he was almost too, I didn't know if he had enough bite in him, like enough dog. I was surprised that he did that. So not only are you not playing that well, but you're not even on the same page. It's just not a good look.
And imagine him waving off Urban Meyer. I know Urban had his own issues, but you know what I'm saying? Come on, dude. Or any, popular coach that has had experience. He's doing it with a first-time guy, so maybe he feels like he can get away with it.
Yeah.
To me, that's a problem with the structure of the NFL. All right, let's finish up on the phones. 888-808-1019. Jerry is calling from Chester, New York. What's up, Jerry?
Yeah, guys, I got a big fantasy football dilemma. I have both quarterbacks, Mayfield and Mahomes, going against the Giants and the Jets, and I am torn on who to pick. Because I'm a Giants fan, and my luck, I'll start Mahomes, and then the Giants will find their defense and sack them 7 times.
Well,
so I'm
Jerry,
worried about that, and then I'm worried the Jets defense will step up and make Baker Mayfield stay miserable.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that as much. I would take Baker. The Jets defense does not look good so far.
And Worthy coming back, though. Here's what I would do, though, Jerry. You said you're a Giants fan, right?
Yeah.
So this should be an easy one. You don't want to start, even though I know it's you're putting your fan in before trying to win the game, potentially.
Yeah.
I would not want to, and thank you for the call, I would not want to start the guy that's playing my team if I had a choice.
Yeah, not at this point in the season. No, that's way too early. You can't start playing those games. You're going to drive yourself crazy.
And you could just make the argument that Baker has more weapons to work with, whatever. Now, I happen to think, if you're asking me which one I think will have a better fantasy day, I would say Mahomes. But is it good enough to overcome dealing with against your own team?
Yeah. So, all right, big picture here. Jets, Bucks, low scoring? I think we both think the Giants, KC, will be a little low scoring.
I think the Jets are going to win the game, and I don't think they can win a high scoring game. So, yeah, I would
2017,
say low 20s.
something like that?
Yeah, low 20s.
Low 20s.
At best.
Yeah, I mean, that offensive line for the Bucks is a big issue, man.
Yeah. And they do have weapons all over the place. They could run it, they could throw it short, but I do think the Jets defense at some point is going to, bring it up here.
Are we sure about this? I mean, Mike, I just saw this that Jermaine Johnson's out. He's not going to play. I saw that a little bit ago.
Yeah,
more snaps for Clemens. I don't know. They haven't stopped the run yet so far.
I do believe in the Jets defense being able to turn it around a little bit. I don't think they're just going to be a brutal unit all year long.
No, I don't think so either. I think that this is going to sound crazy. The limitations of the Chiefs' offense to me, and plus the Giants' defensive, in theory, strengths, like they're good players, I don't think the Kansas City's going nuts this weekend. I just don't.
Yeah, but I could see Mahomes putting up a lot of points. If I like Kelsey and Worthy potentially coming back,
you like Kelsey.
I think Pacheco can run the football on this Giants defense. That's going to be the biggest key to the game. Everybody's focused on Mahomes or Kelsey or Worthy potentially. Pacheco could run the football down their throats, and then the Giants are going to be screwed. That's a team that has not proven to be able to run the football. With the Jets, the other part of it to me, BT, not so much the defense. Well, this is not the Bills. Like, everybody's overreacting to each week. Like last week, it's reacting to the Giants game. They also played the crappy Cowboys, or at least who I think are crappy. The Jets played the Bills, who are one of the best teams, if not the best team in the league. The Bucs are good. They're not that. I think they're going to be able to have their way with them as far as running the football behind a great offensive line, which, by the way, I got a big tip. The offensive line was at rails last night.
No, you serious?
Jets offensive line. The entirety of the offensive line.
Got a little chemistry.
Building chemistry.
There you go.
Getting fat on that good rails food out there before they make the trip to
Frankie
Tampa
hook him up?
I don't know if he hooked him up, but I know that they were there.
All right, so so now hold on. So the Jets, I would feel better about that. And I know what you mean about the Bills. Bills are really good. But I would feel better about the Jets if they didn't play so poorly, dude.
All right.
I mean, think about if
they got away from them.
I don't even know if it got away from them. It never started in their control from the first 3 and out, and then you had the bad throw by Fields, then eventually you had a Fields fumble.
Yeah.
Then you had the Clemens penalty. They couldn't stop the run. They just looked bad from the outset.
And they can't play from
They didn't
behind.
look ready, the Jets, last week.
Look, I mean, like an Adams, stop the run the football. But that, to me, in this particular game is going to be imperative.
I agree, but did you think the Jets looked ready to play football last week? I didn't think they were even ready to play.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We get into that conversation, ready to play. So what is that? You don't think that they were physically ready to perform?
I know it's a fine line. I know it's a slippery slope. I mean, listen, you could be fully ready. You could have 3 amazing practices. You could be locked into film, and you fumble the first possession. Is that necessarily indicative? Right. I know what you mean. It doesn't mean that you weren't ready to play, but when you don't recover after not being ready to play, then I could at least say that your mettle or your toughness or your ability to push through wasn't there. And that's worrisome anyway you cut it.
I would just look at that game, and again, I could be wrong, but my opinion of that game is that I just think that they got outclassed by the far better team. I don't think that's going to be the case this weekend in Tampa. Hirsch is calling from Valley Stream. What's up, Hirsch?
Hey, boys, how are you?
Hirsch.
Good. Listen, I have to say, and I'm not a blow smoke kind of guy, but you guys are clicking on all cylinders. Not only is it the best show on the station right now, but it's the best station since Mike and Chris have been together. I think you guys are doing fantastic.
Well, we appreciate that very much.
Hirsch.
Thank you.
Yeah, so BT, you're going to love this because we're about the same age and we root for the same teams. 1992, Camden Yards opened up. I went there for my 21st birthday with my best friends. Danny Tartable had 9 RBIs on a Sunday night game. You might remember that.
I remember that game.
I haven't been back.
I remember. Keep going.
Yeah, so I haven't been back to Camden Yards since then. I'm on the Jersey Turnpike with my 15-year-old son Maxwell. We're heading down for a weekend of Yankee baseball against the Orioles right now.
Nice. How about mine from Judge tonight? 15-year-old boy. Hey, your dad's doing a great thing. That's awesome. So your son's never been to Camden Yards, obviously. First time, right?
We've done there's obviously been to Yankee Stadium many times. We've been to D.C. We've been to Philly. Never took them to Camden before, though. First time.
Have a fantastic weekend. That's awesome, dude.
I got to get back there.
That's beautiful yard. I haven't been there in a long time. Thank you, Hirsch. Appreciate the kind words, too.
Yeah, you got it. We're heading down now. But listen, as far as just the Jackson Dart thing, I mean, and it's not you guys so much, but I listen to all these pundits and experts talking about letting him play. What he did in the preseason means literally nothing as far as I'm concerned. He didn't play against anybody. He's not playing against top-notch defenses when he's playing in the preseason. Can we just chill out with Jackson Dart? Russell Wilson's going to be fine. Let him play until he can't play anymore. But the Jackson Dart's going to be the next great thing. Let the guy learn a little bit. Let him hold the clipboard a little bit, is my opinion.
I'm with you, Hirsch, and thank you for the call. But you can't temper fans' excitement for wanting to see their future now. By the way, a league, this is not 1985 anymore. In a league now where rookies do come in and have immediate success.
Yeah.
So it's not unheard of to have a guy come in and have some success. For me, it was never about Russell Wilson. It was always about the plan. I would be sticking with the plan and just letting Dart sit and learn, watch and learn as long as I can before turning it over to him.
I would too, but then, and I thought that that's what the Giants were going to do, but then I don't know why he's quarterback too. I mean, so it's not even what we say; it's what they're doing.
Right.
You know, they see him, they believe that he's ready. See,
and he's getting in games, like he got in the game already.
Exactly, and that's why he's QB2. Like, to me, the issue for his growth, what I thought was going to be very tricky to thread here would be if he was quarterback 3, then what kind of meaningful reps is he getting in practice?
Right.
So that was always the issue. But it's a fine line between getting some reps in practice and going next in line in a game if and when Russell Wilson gets hurt. They got faith.
Eli calling from the Jersey Shore. What's on your mind today, Eli?
Hey, Eli.
Hey, what's up, guys? So I'm calling really to tattletale on the guy who's coming up right after you, Evan, and I love him, but he's had this idea for a long time. I tried to get through to tell him, couldn't get through, but his idea, I'm sure, I don't know if you've heard it yet, but in regards to the Yankees playoff rotation, about holding off Max Fried, who's obviously their number one guy, instead of doing the conventional way, pitching him game 1, his idea is, let me hold him off until I need him, and yeah, if I fall down 1-0 or it's 1-up, then I'll pitch him in the game to save my season. But if they sweep, then I could save him for the ALDS game 1.
Yeah, I'm not messing around with that. I don't think the Yankees had that margin for error. I have not heard Evan say that. I appreciate Evan's baseball passion and his love. I think that's nuts. There's no way that you save somebody like Fried in the event that you get to step 2. Worry about step 1.
You're saying you wouldn't pitch him in the wild card round?
I guess that's what. Yeah, no, meaning you would pitch him. You would save him for later in the series in the wild card. And if you happen to win without him, then you would have him ready for game 1 of the DS, which is way overthinking it. Hey, Max Fried. What I think is a little more complicated is who gets the baseball after that. For a while, I was sitting there saying I think it's going to be Cam Schlittler in the 3-hole, that it would be Fried, then it would be Rodon, then it would be Schlittler. It very well might be Fried, Rodon, and then Heel. And then Schlittler out of the bullpen. I don't know, but Fried's the ace. He's getting the baseball game 1.
Yeah, what I can't understand is why you would call us with a point that Evan made up.
I don't know.
You got to call him. I mean, we appreciate the call. Thank you for listening. Thank you for calling. But, you got to call Evan. He's coming up next. You could call back in 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I mean, look, if I could get through to Mike and the Mad Dog back in the day, and I did many times, you can get through to Evan and Tiki. Determination. Don't quit. Give up. Don't give up. Try to talk to Evan. I have no idea what this doesn't make any sense to me. I'd start Max Fried game 1 every series.
And there's no doubt. Please tell me we're not coming in Monday 0-3.
No,
Please tell me.
I think the Jets are getting a win.
Man.